I want to get to the point where we can just say within ourselves, it feels so good. So let's start with 3 heart opening breaths to oxygenate the bloodstream. The palms in front of the abdomen. When you inhale, just give it a nice big stretch through the abdomen, through the thighs, and then exhale. Let's do 2 more. Through the nose, let's inhale and stretch and exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, give it a nice big stretch. Now when we exhale, let's drop down to forward bend and just hinge at the hip so you don't curve the back, and just let the weight of the body pull in the back of the legs for a moment. Just a nice little stretch. So we give the legs a chance to get used to this, and now we breathe into it, and we'll actually elongate those things that are holding us up, the muscles and the tendons. So we inhale and exhale. Just let's relax into that stretch for the back of the legs. 2 more times. Let's inhale, big long inhale, and exhale. Relax a little bit more into that stretch. 1 more time, inhaling and exhale. Just deeply relax into the stretch. Now when we inhale, slowly come up. When you exhale, relax and just kind of start throwing your arms around from side to side. When you get to a side, kind of do a little bend of the knees so it pushes you into the hip. So we're opening up the tissue in the hip area. So everything should, in this class, should feel good to you. This is a Tai Chi Qigong class. Qigong, well, Qi stands for energy, and Gong is the movement of that energy. So the objective is to have a free flow of energy throughout your body. So when everything is flowing good, your body's own natural restoration system repairs itself back to its state of perfect health. It has, it needs a free flow of energy, and movement is the key to that. If we sit around too much, we don't move too good. I have a really cool watch that tells me if I'm sitting for an hour to get up and walk around. And I love the reminder. It's a little bit annoying, but I love it at the same time, because it's just good for you to just keep moving. Sciatica, when we sit too much, is a big problem. We get sciatica, a lot of us, and the key to helping relieve sciatica is to be able to stand up. Now, you can do this class standing or sitting, but if you can stand, that's much better. Now, let's bring the arms up to shoulder height, doing the same up and down motion. The inside palm goes face down, the outside palm goes face up. So kind of stretching and reaching, so we're stretching the upper part of the body, a nice stretch where the shoulder, the muscles that run across from your shoulder to your chest. And we're just reaching and stretching. Now widen the step a little bit and reach up high, stretch the side, and go to the other side, stretch the side. So 2 more times, stretch, and then stretch. 1 more time, stretch, and then stretch. Now come to the center and just bounce the knees and just relax the body. This is the essence of brainwave vibration. Obviously, we're getting a whole body vibration, but the brain gets a little shook up too. So in order for us to get all shook up, we'll add a few things. One is, as you start shaking the palms. And when you shake the palms, you're stimulating the energy centers in your extremities right now, both in your feet and your hands. We have a lot of extra energy centers in there. I'm not sure exactly how many. Never really wanted to study that hard to look into that, but I know there's 366 energies throughout the entire body. And there's a blockage in any one of them. You have an impairment. And the whole idea is to relieve the blockages so the body can naturally restore and heal itself. Now let's add a little wiggle of hips, wiggle of hips. And emotionally, you have to feel good. So I'm here to remind you that you're absolutely perfect. You're perfect in every way. You cannot be more perfect than you are right now. Let's add a little shimmy of the shoulders and bobble the head. Just relax the whole body and just let it all get shook up. And let yourself free. Just have a good time here. Okay, now let's stop. I want you to bring your mind to your palms. You'll feel it tingling in your fingers, your palms. You might feel it up through your arms, your wrists, your forearms. All right, now I want to take you right into body tapping, because sometimes I forget to do it at the end. So let's start at the top of our head. That's like Susan just went right there. And all around the flat bone here. And let's come up to the back of the head, or the crown, right into the crown. Drop down behind the head and come down to where the neck is connected to the head bone. And then just come behind the ears, or stay on the bony part. Go right up on top of above the ears, and then all around the temples, the temples. And now let's just, if you're wearing glasses, I recommend you take them off for a moment. So let's put all around the forehead. And let's do our third eye, right in the center between the eyebrows, just above the eyebrows in that area. And then just start coming down outside the eyebrows to the outside corners of the eyes. Now I want to take you back up to the temples again. And from the temples, let's go on top of the ears, up and down or all around the ears, and just tapping on them first. Now take your index finger and your thumb and just start pinching, all up and down, all up and down. Okay, let's come back to the temples some more. Now let's drop straight down behind the jawbone. There's some soft tissue there. This is a little glandular here. And we're going to go right across the face to underneath the nose on the upper level of the gum line. And then come up to the back teeth. And then come back down, jump down to the lower level. And come up to the back teeth. And then back down again, now all around the chin. Underneath the jawbone. And this, you wonder what the benefit of tapping is. Behind the jaw again. Now let's just do scrunchy face and open face. This opens up the flow of energy throughout that's close to the skin. And just really tight, scrunch the face. And then on the count of 3, we're going to do open face, and you can make a sound and stick your tongue out. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ah. Okay, 2 more times. Give it a good scrunch, all really tight. Squint the nose, squint the eyes. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Okay, last one. Give it a good scrunch. Oh, really scrunch it up. Squint that nose, squint the eyes. Give it a good scrunch. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Okay, now just relax for a second and just feel the tingling in the face. Now let's extend the right arm out with the thumb up. Drop the head down. So you tap right where the shoulder connects to the neck. And you tap hard enough so you send shock waves into the lungs. Clear up the lungs a little bit. And then on top of the shoulders, tap nice and hard, top of the bicep, elbow, start coming down the forearm to the wrist. Top of the thumb, throw the wrist, pinky, lower wrist, start coming up the forearm, elbow, tricep, armpit, okay, chest. But yes, this stimulates the connective tissues throughout our body. It's called fascia. Now, other side, thumb up high where the shoulder connects to the neck here, sending shock waves deep into the lungs. Now on top of the shoulder, top of the bicep, top of the forearm, start coming down the forearm to the wrist, top of the thumb, from the fist, pinky, the lower wrist, and then underneath the forearm, come on down to the elbow, tricep, armpit. Now let's do the upper part of the chest. Okay, now let's lean forward and do your kidneys, lower back. I'll do right on top of the tailbone, buttocks. Come on down the back of the legs. Okay, come up the inside. Hips start coming down the outsides. Okay, instep. Then come up the front of the legs. When you get to the knees, hang out at the knees and go all around the knees. Start coming up your thighs slowly. And to the abdomen. And just give it a good step. Now, some people, instead of slapping, like to make a light fist and just tap all around. And when you go around, it's better to go in a clockwise. That's from the left side down, underneath the belly button, up the right side, underneath the rib cage across, down your left side. So whether you do with a loose fist or you tap, it's optional, up to you. obviously very stimulating to your skin. But when you tap with a loose fist, you get a little bit deeper penetration into your organs. So it's kind of how you feel about what you want to do. Tapping is really good. I'm feeling a vibration through my whole body, especially after I'm doing this a little bit harder tapping on my body right now. Don't forget, 70% of your blood sits in the abdominal section, and we're massaging all our internal organs in the blood. Okay, now let's just stop for a second. Put your thumbs on the belly button to make a triangle and bend the knees. So just push the belly out and stretch it down, out and down, and then tuck it in. This is a part of the 7th form we're doing later on. So push the belly out and down, and then give it a good squeeze all the way to the backbone. This is called the intestine exercise that firms and tones your tummy muscles. So just continue doing this with me. And it also massages all your internal organs, but especially your intestines. So push the belly out and down and tuck it in. Push it out and tuck it in. And the third thing it does is improves your overall circulation. So you have a better flow of energy throughout your body. And there's all kinds of energy that's going on. I mean, there's a numerous amount of things. One is your digestive system. Very, very important. And this helps greatly with your digestive system. And not only that, but it's the overall circulatory system. And it also helps your energetic system. And that's the energy that flows through your body. Keep going, push the belly out and tuck it in. Now, as we're doing this, what we're doing also is opening up the flow of energy through the body. And energy, let's say when we send a signal from our head down to our toe, it's got to go through all these different energy centers along the way. And again, if there's a blockage anywhere along the way, sometimes you have a train wreck, or sometimes they have to make a detour, or sometimes it's just delayed a little bit, depending on how much traffic we got going on. But if it's nice and open, you'll have no delay. It has much better reaction time overall. So it's good for your mind. So think of your whole body as your mind, because it is. It's part of your mind, the entire body. Now just stop for a second and just kind of rub the belly in a clockwise direction softly, nicely. And that's from your left side down, underneath the belly, up your rib, up the right side, and underneath the rib cage, and down underneath the belly button. The reason we do it this way, that's the way your intestines flow. They always go in this clockwise direction. So if you ever notice when you flush a toilet, it goes in this same direction. Thing is, when you're on the southern hemisphere, when you flush a toilet, it goes the opposite way. Isn't that odd? But not humans, not when they're born in the southern hemisphere. The intestines still flow the same way, just to be clear. All right, now let's put your hands in your shoulders. And remember, we want to start out saying where it feels so good. Well, let's just verbally acknowledge it feels so good as we sweep down to our toes, saying it feels so good. Ready? It feels so good. Okay, let's do 2 more. Again, it feels so good. So I've had a lot of training with Korean masters. This one's in honor of my masters that trained me. And the way it feels so good is I shawanada. Ready? I shawanada. Oh boy, I really enjoyed that. That was really good. Now, I'm going to go right into balance the plate exercise. So this balance of plate exercise, we're going to actually rotate and gyrate all the joints in our body as we do this form. So, but basically you're thinking of a pole that runs down through your body and from the center of your head down between your legs, and everything kind of circles around. So when the arm goes one way, the hips the other way. So we have a center throughout the body. So if you think too much about it, though, you'll get off balance. It's just very difficult to think about it. So try not to think too much. Just kind of do it, and whatever it's doing is perfect. So you can't do anything wrong here. So first one is balance the plate. Let's start with the right plate. So step forward with your right foot a little bit, out in about 45 degrees. Put both palms out like you're holding plates, and take the left one, holding a plate, and put it behind you. Now focusing on this right one, we're going to make 2 circles. The first one's underneath the arm. The second one is over the head. So the first one, you inhale, come underneath the arm, straighten the knee, lift up through the side, circle of wrist underneath the palm, pointing to the right. Now when you exhale, your hip goes to the left as you point to the right, and we stretch. Get nice and stretch in the hip. Yeah, feel it? Good. Now, gyrate the hip as you inhale. We start straightening the knee as we come up over the head. As we conclude the circle, we bend the knees as we come back down again to complete the circle. Let's try it again. So we're in a crouch position. So it's inhale, straighten the knee, come underneath the arm, and exhale, bend the knee and crouch down, head up, keep your back straight. Inhale, gyrate the hip, come over the head. Yeah, it feels so good. And exhale, come on down, back to our starting position. Let's try that again. So it's inhale, exhale, stretch, inhale over the head, up, and then elbow, yeah. And exhale, come on around and back to the start. So when we inhale, we're rising, when we're exhaling, we're crouching. So inhale, we're rising, and exhale, we're crouching, but the hip goes that way. So inhale, we gyrate the hip, coming over the head, and exhale, notice that the arm goes the opposite way of the rotation. Let's try 2 more times. The first, this next time will be conversation, breath only. The next one after that will be in silence. So inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling. One more time. Oh, y'all look great. Let's come back. So we inhale and exhale, relax. Now just shake it up, kick the legs up, trim the shoulders, loosen the whole body. Let's do the other side. Left foot out, both hands out. Take the right hand holding a plate and put it behind you and focus on the left. 2 circles, 2 breaths. So through the nose, we're in a crouch position. We inhale, straighten the knees, come underneath the arm, circle the palm underneath the armpit, and then exhale, push your hip to the right, the arm stretches to the left, then inhale, gyrate the hip, come over the head, straightening up, and then exhale, coming back down into a crouch again. Let's try that again. So it's inhale, we straighten the knees, and exhale, we bend the knees and push the hip to the right. Inhale over the head, we gyrate, straighten the knees, and then exhale, we bend the knees to conclude. Try that again. So it's inhale, and exhale, stretch. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, come on back down. Now notice when we do this, when you go like this, you're stretching the bicep. Try that. So it's inhale underneath the arm, and exhale, stretch. Inhale over the head, and exhale, completes. 2 more times, breath only this time. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling. This last one in silence. Very good. Now, let's step back as we inhale and exhale. Now, speaking about stepping back and stuff, stepping is a matter of balance. And where your mind goes, that's where your energy is. So when we're stepping off on the one foot, all your weight's on the weight-bearing leg, and that's where your mind is and all your energy should be. Don't even think of when you step off. So when you step off to the left, we inhale, straighten the knee. Which knee am I straightening? The weight-bearing leg. And then exhale, I kind of crouch and settle in. So you would soften the knee. And when I return, I straighten the knee as we inhale and exhale. So we're going to be doing a lot of this in the form as we do that. Okay, so let's do both hands together at the same time. That'll be the right side and the left side. And we'll do 2 breaths, 2 moves, each one for that. That's the warm-up. And so these are part of the 4th and 5th form we're doing later, just a part, just because we're only doing 2 breaths instead of 4 breaths like we do when we do the form. So stepping off to the right, you shift your weight onto your left hip. When you inhale, we take a half step to the right, and exhale, settle in with the palm face up, lean over to the right, and then straighten the right knee as you inhale, weightless on the left, and step half step to the left, and exhale, settle in. Both palms are face up into a nice crouch position. Shoulders should be over the hips, and obviously the hips will come over the ankles and the knees are bent. Now, 2 circles, 2 breaths. First one's underneath the arm. So inhale, come underneath the arm, Circle the palms, straighten the knees, and then exhale, bend the knees and stretch to the side. Next one's over the head. We crisscross. So inhale, straighten the knees as you come over the head, bending the elbows, stretching through the abdomen. Yeah. And exhale. It's a wonderful stretch for the abdomen. Okay. Think of it that way. So through the nose, let's inhale, come underneath the arm, straighten the knee, and exhale, push to the side and stretch. Oh, you feel the bicep? Inhale over the head, and exhale, come on down. So you can come as low or as not so low, whatever you want. Make it work for you. Inhale and exhale. Listen to your body. Do what you feel, what you love to do. Inhale over the head, stretch. Yeah. Exhale. Me, I love to stretch my abdomen when I stretch. Let's try that again. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale over the head, and exhale, returns. Let's do two more. This next one will be breath only. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling. One more in silence. Now, let's bring this right foot half step back. So shift your weight over onto the left and straighten the left knee as you inhale. The right leg becomes weightless. You bring it in, half step, and exhale, lean over to the right. Now do the left as we're in a crouch. So we inhale, we straighten the right knee, and exhale, bring the left foot in and relax. How was that for you? It was great for me. I really enjoyed doing that. Let's do a couple more stretches. So let's drop the head down, just relax the shoulders. Bring the chin around to the right. Lift it up high, stretching the front of the neck. Impact the thyroid, and then exhale, come on down the other side. Yeah, we're going to do it with the breath. So let's try that again with the breath. Inhale on the upswing, stretching through the abdomen and the neck, and then exhale, come on down. One more time around, then we reverse. So inhale on the upswing, stretching through the abdomen, all the breastplate gets worked, and exhale, come on down. Now, let's go in reverse. So through the nose, the other way, we come up, stretching through the belly, and then exhale, come on down. Again, inhale, we stretch the neck, so you're impacting the thyroid, and then exhale, come on down. One more time, inhale, we stretch the neck, impact the thyroid, that helps to balance the hormones, and then exhale, come on down, because that's what the thyroid does. So we just improve the action by giving that a little action. Head up, just relax and just kind of shimmy the shoulders and wobble the head. Now, let's try just going into a forward bend. Actually, let's just start, let's go into break right now. Just take a little bit of a break and then we'll come up and we'll do the form from beginning to end. So as we go to sit down, I'm reminded to offer you a sip of water. Salute, yeah. That is so delicious. So I don't want you to think I drink a lot of water. It's only because I do drink a good amount of water, but I don't think I drink as much as what's recommended to me. But I am mindful of it, and I try to drink as much water as I can. And that seems to work. So a little sip throughout the day. They say little sips, about a good gulp about once an hour. First thing in the morning, drink down a whole glass of water. Then for the rest of the day, sip it. Now, sit up straight with the shoulders over the hips, knees over the ankles. Put the back of the palms behind the knees. Look down to the earth. Or close your eyes if you're comfortable. And just bring your mind's awareness to your breath. So that when we inhale, you're aware of the body expanding. When we exhale, you can feel the body completely and deeply relax, as if you're melting, dissolving into the earth. Now, ideally, you'll be able to listen well enough to where you can hear when the birds singing, and then when the woodpecker pecks wood, He's going to come 2 times. And then later the cuckoo bird goes cuckoo. He'll come 3 times. First of all, every time you exhale, just feel your whole body sinking and melting, dissolving into the earth. And even when I talk, you should be able to hear the birds. These are extraordinarily happy birds. They love being here. Those are the kind of birds they are. They're just here for us. And they're here for us because they're here for themselves. And they just really enjoy being in the moment and sharing this time with us. Hear the happiness as they sing. Pretty soon you'll hear the woodpecker as he pecks wood. Let the shoulders relax next time you exhale. That was a woodpecker. There he is again. Now let's listen for when the cuckoo bird goes cuckoo. He's going to come 3 times. There's the cuckoo bird. There he is again. He's coming one more time. In the meantime, just keep letting your body relax as you're exhaling, and just enjoy the happiness that the birds bring to this moment. That was the last time the cuckoo bird came. All right, now I invite you to open up your eyes and clasp your hands in front of your abdomen. So bring the clasped hands up to your chest, roll them forward. As you exhale, extend the arms into a stretch. Then inhale and exhale a little bit more deeply into that stretch. Now when you inhale, lift the palms up. When you exhale, look up to stretch. One more breath. Inhale, twist a little bit more deeply, and then exhale, come on down. Now, if you're concerned about your vertebrae, when we do this next twist, just cross your hands like this. Otherwise, take your right hand to the left knee. When you inhale, reach around behind, and exhale, give it a look behind. Then inhale, twist a little bit more deeply, and then exhale, spin around to the other side. So it's inhale and exhale into a twist. One more breath. Inhale, twist a little more deeply, and exhale. Come on back to our starting position. All right, now let's have another sip of water and then stand up, or stand up and take a sip of water, whatever order you like. Put your chair off to the side. And I'm just going to bring that volume up just a little bit. And there we go. This is the 8 forms of Il Chi Qigong. It's named Il Chi because this is the gentleman that created the form. He's a very high level martial arts instructor, and he has several million people that follow him on a daily basis. And big organization. It's one of the largest yoga associations in the United States today. And that's where I got a lot of my training. Well, I started my training in 1975, where I mastered 108 form Tai Chi Chuan Wu style. And I just mastered the forms, But it wasn't until 2001 that I stumbled across this Korean type of Qigong. And what I subsequently learned, Qigong, it doesn't matter whether you're from Korea, China, any part in Asia, Qigong is still Qigong or Qigong. It's spelled different ways, but it's the same thing. It's moving the energy through the body, and it's the movement of that energy. I like to make sure that we're doing a lot of breath work in that. So every breath initiates the movement. We inhale on the inhale. When we exhale, we're concluding it. We're also working our thighs really nice. So when we inhale, we're straightening the legs. When we exhale, we're bending the knees. And so everything follows suit, and we did a lot of nice little rotations and everything. The deep breathing oxygenates the bloodstream, makes you feel good after the class. So, so those birds, they just so contagious. They just make you feel so happy and good. I just love it. Now with your feet together, let's bring our palms in front of the abdomen. Here's the first form. When you inhale, we reach out to the side, straighten the knees, and exhale into a stretch. Yeah, inhale, lift up, stretching through the abdomen, slowly, palms together. When you exhale, bend the knees as you come down, and the fingertips come below the chin. Now when we inhale, we straighten the knees and lift the elbows to shoulder height, then continue stretching, lifting the body up through the abdomen, and then exhale, bend the knees as we let the palms float down and just relaxing here. Okay, now that's the first form. The second one, we're stepping off to the right. So shift your weight onto your left hip. We straighten that left leg. As you inhale, we step off to the right, 45 degrees, heel toe. As you exhale, we rock into motion and we come into a little bit of a crouch here. And the palms face down towards the inside of your thigh. Then we make the circle, we gyrate the hip. So when we inhale, we gyrate the hip, massaging the hip area, coming around, and exhale, we return. Let's do that one more time. So when we inhale, we're rising, straightening the leg. And when we exhale, we're bending the knees, we come back. Okay, let's do the other side. So come back first, inhale, straighten the knee, and exhale, returns. So you have to have full attention on the standing leg or you lose your balance like I just did. So let's go to the other side. When we inhale, straighten the knee, and exhale, bend the knees as you settle into position. Then inhale, we gyrate the hip, straighten the knee, and exhale, bend the knee. Let's do it one more time so we have balance. We did it on the other side. So inhale, we don't want to feel this left side left out, and exhale, return. Now, when you inhale, let's straighten this right leg, bring this foot back, and exhale, relax, and come into a little bit of a squat here. That's the first form, the second form, excuse me. Now the third one is carry the ball from left to right. And all we're doing is waving our arms back and forth with the breath, but we hold the palms about the same distance. So that's why I say, imagine holding a big beach ball between your arms. So bringing it over to the right, we inhale, bring the ball to the right, and exhale, we're on one leg, and then we bend the knees. The other foot here is just for support behind, and we crouch, okay? But most of the weight is on the one leg, and it's really impacting on the hip here. Now, we on this one leg, we inhale, we carry the ball over to the left. We straighten the right leg as we bring this over, and then when we exhale, we settle in and bend the right leg, okay? So we come into a squat. Now, when you inhale, we bring this ball over to the right, straighten the right leg. Now, when you exhale, we bring it back over to the left where we started, where we continued. I think I got that mixed up. Anyway, lower the ball as you inhale, straighten the knee, and exhale, relax, and bend the knee. All right, now let's carry the ball, start over to the left as you inhale, bring it over to the left, and exhale, settle in, and use the other foot for support. And you're standing on one leg here. That's what it is. It's a balance. It's about 70 to 90% of your weight is on this standing leg. Now, when you inhale, we straighten the knee as we carry the ball over to the right. Now, exhale, we just bring it right back over to the left on the exhale. That's where I messed up on the other side. I took another breath there. Now, when you inhale, straighten the knee, bring it to center, and exhale, relax, and bend the knee. So I don't care how long you're doing this form. If you're not 100% present with what you're doing, you'll often forget where you are. It takes full attention, I'm telling you. And that's one of the beauties of it. Now, the fourth form, we're going to do the balance of plate like we did in our warm-up, but instead of 2 breaths, it's 4 breaths, 4 circles. So we're in a squat. So you inhale, we straighten this left leg so we can step off to the right and heel toe, and exhale, we settle in with the palm face up. We come into this crouch position and our back is pretty straight here. So when you inhale, we just rotate this palm behind us, straighten this right leg, circle the arm all the way around so you have a nice stretch through the side here. When you exhale, we bend the knee and reach behind us with the head up to stretch your back. Now, when you inhale, we float the palm underneath the arm, straighten the right leg, circle the palm to the front, and exhale, bend the knee as we push to the front. Then we reverse the circle. As you inhale, come back underneath the arm, we straighten the leg again. Now when you exhale, we push our hip to the left so the arm goes to the right. We counter the balance and into a squat. Now when you inhale, we straighten the knee as we come over the head, bend the elbow, stretching through the side, and then exhale, your hip is stretched here, and we come back down as you complete the circle. We're in balance now. So we're circling around a pole. Let's bring this foot back. So inhale, bring this foot back to complete the form, and exhale, bend the knee to return. Now we do the left side. So inhale, when we do one side, we have to do the other. And exhale, settle in with the palm face up. We're into a squat now. So when we inhale, we straighten the knee, circle the arm all the way around behind us, and then exhale into our squat here. That's a nice stretch. Now, when you inhale, straighten the knee, come underneath the arm, stretch through the side, point the finger to the front. When we exhale, we bend the knee as we push straight out to the front. Now we reverse the circle, just like we did in the warm-up. We come underneath the arm and exhale, push to the side. The hip goes the opposite way. Now, and we're in a crouch. So we inhale, we gyrate the hip. We start straightening the knee to come over the head, stretching through the side. Yeah. And exhale, completing the circle. We come back down into a crouch. That completes the fourth form, the right and left side. Now bring this foot back as we inhale, straighten the right leg, and exhale, bend the knees. Now we go into the fifth form. So half step to the right. So inhale, straighten the left leg, half step to the right, and exhale, settle in, sink over to the right. Then inhale, straighten the right leg, weightless on the left, half step, and exhale, bend the knee as we return. Now, both hands together at the same time. First one, we inhale, we straighten the legs, open the chest, circle the arms, and exhale, push behind us and bend the knees and keep the head up to stretch your back. Oh, lift those arms up. Then inhale, float the palm underneath the armpit, straighten the legs, point to the front, and exhale, push to the front, stretch and reach. Keep the shoulders over the hips. Now when you inhale, come back underneath the arms, straighten the legs, circle the palms, point to the side, and exhale, push to the side and stretch. Now we go over the head as you inhale, straighten the knees and crisscross, stretching through the abdomen. And exhale, bend the knees as you return. Okay, that completed the fifth form. Now we got to bring the feet back. Started with the right side. We inhale, straighten the left leg, drag the right foot in a half step, and exhale, sink over to the right and bend the knee. Then inhale, straighten the right knee, drag the left foot in, and exhale, we return. Okay, sixth form is called creating a brighter world. It's the intestine exercise like we did in the warm-up. So when you push the belly out, you inhale. We're in a crouch position. You inhale, we straighten the knees, push the belly out, put the thumbs on the belly button. When you exhale, crouch into position as you circle, make a triangle around your second chakra, 2 inches below the belly button and 2 inches deep. So when we inhale, we straighten the knee, push the belly out and down, and exhale, tuck the belly in, give it a good squeeze all the way to the backbone. By the way, this is your homework assignment to do this 3-4 minutes every day. And if you just do it quickly, you'll probably get in 100 of them in that 3-4 minute time. And all I'm asking you to do is push the belly out and tuck it in. It's really, really good for make you feel good all the way over. And that's why this is called Creating a Brighter World. That's the technical name of this exercise, because when the gut is all emptied out, you get brighter and lighter. It's just amazing how that works. Now, the 7th form is called Dragon Looks Up to the Sky. So when we inhale, we let the palms float up to eye height, pinch the first 3 fingers. When we exhale, bend the knees as we put the knuckles to our kidneys, our lower back. So when we inhale, straighten the knees and drag the knuckles all the way up into our armpits. When we exhale, we fold the elbows and bend the knees. Now we're in position for Dragon Looks Up to the Sky. So here it is. So when we inhale, we straighten the knees, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chin up to impact the thyroid in the neck, and then exhale, relax as you soften the knees and let the palms float down. Now the 8th and final form is called Raising the Power. So when we inhale, we're taking our palms and drawing the energy of the earth up through our palms, straightening the knees, pulling it into our body. When we exhale, we push it down into our lower abdomen as you bend the knees, where it accumulates into the 2nd chakra, 2 inches below the belly button and 2 inches deep. Then to conclude, we inhale, palms to prayer posture. As we exhale, we bow to acknowledge this wonderful energy that's inside of us and all around us. Then we hold for one more breath. Inhale, feel the body expand, and exhale. Try not to curve the back, but just stretch the back of the legs now. Now when you inhale, slowly come up. And exhale, relax, look down to the earth and just bring your mind into the body and just connect with yourself for a moment. Okay, now I invite you to take a sip of water. We're going to do the form again, but this time we're going to do it with my instruction would be on breath only, so not so much talk. It gives you a better chance to enjoy the form a little more for those of you that are advanced. Then we'll do it one more time after that, where my instruction will be in silence. Again, you can test how well you're starting to get the form. Those of you that are new, don't worry about it. I say the same things over and over in every class. All right, feet are together. Shoulders are relaxed. Knees are soft, not locked, but they're not real bent. Palms in front of the abdomen. Instructions on breath only. Let's begin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. The eyes are always following the palm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Okay, let's try it again. This time my instruction will be in silence. And you may want to take a quick little sip of water one more time. So again, you'll get a different perspective. It'll be in silence. And if you don't remember anything, just wing your way through it. You can't do anything wrong, of course. And nobody's really watching you some of you are on camera. We can see some of you, you're doing pretty good. But just make it work for you and just enjoy the time. We're already happy from the birds because it's so contagious. You can't be any happier than that. So it works pretty good here. So feet are together, knees are soft. This will be in silence, palms in front of the abdomen. Inhale. Okay, then. I invite you to sit down and enjoy it. You know, that form has